the oil pan, and it's still dirty because I didn't clean it. But if you look, there's the new gasket that I put in, some silicone on 4 corners. The exhaust runs down here, under here, and shoots back. This is, I believe, the oil level sensor. This one's been cut. Someone's done this job before. They did it like shit, but this one's been cut. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. I'll find out when I start it. If a light comes on, then I'll rewire it. Motor mount bolts, one on each, or nuts, one on each side, 18 millimeters. You lift it up as high as you can, pretty much to where it'll stop moving and start jacking up the entire car. Because you can't remove the rack and pinion easily. You have to remove the inner tie rod ends because there's no way to slip this part out. Because I thought about doing that. You got your O2 sensors, and you have to take off the transmission bracket that goes back here. You have to take it off because the exhaust runs pretty much right next to this one up here, and you have to take it off to take the whole thing out. It's down there. And then you jack up the transmission. You jack the transmission up as high as possible, so you're bringing the motor all the way up. And then from there you can, if you have a swivel, you have 4 1/2-inch size bolts and then some 10 mils or 7/16, I think. But if you have a 1/4-inch swivel, I don't know, all my tools, there it is. So this is what I was using. That's a 1/2-inch with a snap-on swivel on a long 8-inch 1/4-inch extension with a little 1/4-inch ratchet. That's all you need to get them loose. And then of course you need your 10. And from there you can reach all of them. You can go from under here and you can reach all 4 on the front. Be careful of this. Someone had damaged this before. I already took pictures and sent it to the customer that it was damaged and I didn't do it. Watch these lines, just kind of push them out of the way with the pry bar. Once you get it down, you can slide it out, but the oil pump is up here. The oil pump comes down to right about the bottom, and then the pickup tube comes down all the way down to back here. So unfortunately, you can't just drop it out, pull it back and down. You have to, with the pan dropped maybe about that much, you can reach to the 2 9/16 bolts. And I had to use a 9/16 stubby wrench, and you had to do it one turn at a time. And they're long bolts. It will hurt. It does take a while. But you get it down, you drop it out. The pickup tube has one 9/16 bolt or a nut that holds it on. That's easy to get to, because the pan will drop maybe down to here, the back wheel. But you get the oil pump off, or you loosen it, and you drop it into the pan, and from there you kind of just wiggle it out, jacking or lowering, whatever you need to get it out. And then when I went back up with it, I put the gasket on, and it came with the little tabs. I use these. These are very helpful. I will keep some of those. Use those, put them in the 4 spots. Put your pan back, put the oil pump in the pan. The oil pump and pickup tube, put it in the pan in kind of the right position and put it in somewhat into place. And then reach in there, and it'll take a while, but that's how I did it. I don't know if there's an easier way. I really don't. I don't know what the book says. I don't know anything. But I couldn't find any research online on how to do it. So I was guessing what I did. And so far it has taken me about 6 hours to get to this point. So not terrible, and then maybe another 2-3 hours to put everything back together. I quoted 8 hours, so I'm just right there about on the money. So